So, hey you guys, this is your girl NicoleXOXO, and I just want to say welcome back to the XOXO fam. I want to thank you guys for always supporting, subscribing, and just keeping the motion going.
Snazzy. Hey. She ain't just classy, call her snazzy.
As some of you guys already know, I had a Lipo360 with Dr. William from 305 Plastic Surgery. Today marks my 4th week post-op. I did want to come, like I did 2 videos. One was about supplies and then one was about like, I guess my second day, but I really couldn't film during like the beginning because of the pain. And honestly, I don't even see how them people be filming drenched in blood and be talking, because the last thing on my mind was filming. So I really wanted to like get my weeks in so I could have a lot to talk about, everything. And I said when I reach my 4th week post-op, that will mark my 1 month, so I should have enough to talk about, and I do. I made notes. There are times where I wrote things down that came to my head so I don't forget. Listen, this video is going to be very informed because it's a lot of stuff they don't tell you, especially about recovery, and I want this video to be that video for anyone going for a BBL or a Lipo360. That video. So let's jump right to it. So I'm gonna start off from the very beginning. I knew I didn't want a BBL, and not only that, like I mentioned in my previous video, hubby did not want me touching my thighs, my butt, or anything like that. I did have this big, voluptuous butt, but I had a nice size butt for my frame, and all I really wanted to do was tackle my stomach area, especially my lower part of my stomach, and like my bra fat and like my love handles area. I could have worked out to achieve like that flat stomach look. I could have, because I think I have a pretty good metabolism. I think 4 kids and my body wasn't even really like all out of shape, but I know I would not have achieved that shape with working out, because achieving this shape is cosmetic, and where they have to snatch you in certain places to get that hourglass shape, and that was my main goal. So that's that. For like the ones who like, why you don't work out, XYZ. Yeah, I could have worked out, but working out still wouldn't gave me that hourglass shape, because I was made straight. Nice shape, but kind of straight. So that's that. So my surgery was February 19th. Everything went smooth. You guys go over and watch that video, or I leave the card about that in this video, where I talk about the experience in the office, etc. Okay, I had my surgery February 19th. The first day was horrible, y'all, because I'm somewhat of an anemic. Well, I'm not even gonna say somewhat. I am anemic. And after having the surgery, like when you wake up, I was like freezing. I was like this, and I couldn't control it. And I was trying to control it, and the more I try to control it, the worse I just, and the AC, I felt like the AC just bothered me, and I was like, turn the AC off. I was like, turn the AC off in a car. Like, I couldn't deal with that. That was something that was happening, after surgery. And What else? Like getting comfortable, like that first day. Like, listen, y'all, I was so miserable. I was so, I was just so, I was so itchy and I was so nasty feeling and miserable and just all of that with the blood and the chucks with blood and just I was just so miserable. And like I had already set up like the car. I had already set up like my bed and everything like that. And I believe I made a video, but I didn't get around to editing the video yet. So when I do, I will upload that video to show you guys how to set up. But you know what? Things has changed. Like I would change the way I set up the bed because that was a no-go. But anywho, that's for another video. So I could not, like, my back, my back was on friggin' fire, like burning, stinging. Oh my God, you guys. And I was supposed to have a private nurse, and this gonna be for another video. There's so much going on, y'all. And she didn't show up. And then she said she hired another nurse from another team or something. I don't know, whatever. Either way it goes, the one who I gave my money to didn't show up. So I have her on the phone. My husband have her on the phone, and he's like, listen, her back burning, she can't get comfortable, da 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 da. So she told me what to do. Well, she was telling him, he had her on speaker, and I was hearing her, and so I was getting in the position that she told me to get into, which helped a lot, and I still sleep like that from time to time to this day. But the medication I had one was for antibiotics, so I don't catch no infection, and then the other one was Percocet. But even when I had my breast done, Percocet really don't do anything for me, so I had to mix the Percocet with Tylenol for it to actually really work. So in the position I had to get into was like, I have an autumn, so I had the autumn, and then I had the pillow with the chucks covered or whatever, and then I was leaning over the autumn like that and laying like that, and that really helped. Listen, you guys, do not lay on your back. Don't lay on your back. You're gonna be on fire. Laying on your back is the worst thing you can do after lipo, especially Lipo360. Like, don't lay on your back. That's a big no. I feel like something on my blood. No? Okay. So that's a big no. Do not lay on your back. Lay on your stomach, but not flat on your stomach. Just don't lay flat, period. Don't lay flat on your back and don't lay flat on your stomach. You need to be on your knees. When I say my knees was hurting for days because I had to be like this, even though I didn't have a BBL. I could have sat on my butt and everything. I'm sitting on my butt now, but I had to be like this. And that was the only thing that really helped. And then my sister, she brought me this, let me go get it. That's too much work. My sister, she brought me this big beanie bag thing. Oh, she was a blessing, hunty, because she really came through for me. She really did came through for me. And she brought me this beanie bag thing, big beanie bag, really pretty, from Target. And I laid across it like this, but my knees was so hurting because of the days of me being on my knees. So I ended up getting like cushion for my knees and stuff like that. And so it don't hurt as bad. And she ended up buying me a warm / cold ice pack thing that I could have wrapped, that you could put in a freezer or you could put it in the microwave and you wrap it around you. That helped a lot too. Don't worry, I will leave all this stuff in the description box if I could find the links to it on Target, which I think I should be able to. And if I can't, then I'm gonna find something really close to it. But she got majority of the stuff that she brought me. The stuff that my sister brought me was really mainly from Target. So the first week, I was just really not feeling it. I was like, I had my surgery on a Saturday, and I wasn't able to get massages the next day because it was a Sunday. So I'm gonna say be mindful of that, because this gonna play a big part in draining that fluid out of you. And had I known, I probably would have got my surgery done on a Friday. That way I could have went to a massage place on a Saturday and really drain that out, because Dr. Williams, he liked to leave your incisions open so you could continue to drain. But you have only like 48 hours before those incisions start to really close up. So I believe this is one of the reasons why I had caught a seroma, because I didn't get my massage that next day after, due to the fact that it was a Sunday and I couldn't find a business that was open to give me one. So I had to wait that Monday. So again, it takes a good 48 hours for their decisions to start to close up. So on Monday I went, I got my massage, and I really didn't drain it. The incision holes was already like kind of closed. Only the ones here, and only the one there drained a tiny bit. But that was about it. But I'm gonna get into the seroma part. So be mindful of that, and of the date that you plan to have your surgery. Okay, so that was that. So the first day, just go to sleep, baby. Drink a lot of fluids, take your pills, go to sleep. Because maybe eat a yogurt or something like that. If you can. I couldn't. I had to force myself to eat something because I didn't have an appetite. Just lay down and go to sleep, baby. Because it ain't it. Thank God Dr. Williams let you take a bath after 24 hours. So I took my bath, which was the best thing ever. I couldn't wait to take my shower. So after my 24 hours, I told my sister, come on, baby. Get me in this tub. Come take me a shower. So they helped me take off my faja, whatever. Got a big garbage bag, throw all that bloody stuff away. I got into the shower. Oh my God, that was the best shower ever. And I was just taking a shower. I took a shower with the Dow antibacterial soap. And then after that, I used the Hygiene, something like that. But I will leave that down because I cannot pronounce it. So I know it started with an H and it's red. And I still take a bath like that to this day. Even though my incisions is like closing up and it's scabbing or whatever, I still bathe myself after the Dow antibacterial soap with that, because I just feel a little bit more clean doing it like that. And I feel like I'm being more cautious about infections and just, see, I'm getting the goosebumps. So I just feel like I'm being more cautious about infections and stuff like that, but following up with that red body shampoo, antibacterial, whatever that thing is, that they be using in the hospital too. Okay, so I took my shower after 24 hours. My faja was really drenched in blood. I walked outside in my backyard. I put it across the gate and I just sprayed it with the water hose before I throw it into my washing machine, because I'm like a germaphobe or like a something. I couldn't just throw my faja, bloody faja, in my washing machine. So I just was really, I have one of those powerful spraying things on my water hose, and I was just spraying that blood out. And then I put it into the washing machine and everything else into the washing machine, like sprayed everything. Okay, so that was that. I'm still feeling pain. I'm I'm still feeling pain. I'm still taking my pain medicine mainly at night. I don't think I was taking it throughout the day, but I was taking it at night. And and what else? I'm still feeling burning. I'm still feeling stinging. Oh my God, itching. Oh my God, itching. And to this day, this itching is like, I just recently was like, I really didn't want to buy no itching stuff because of the incisions. So now that I'm like on my 4th week, I'm like, okay, the incisions looking pretty good. Some of them I can't even tell where they at. He is so good. Let me tell y'all, like, ask the doctor. I should have got a pen to check things off the note or whatever. The cannula or whatever that little lipo rod thing is, make sure y'all ask y'all doctor what size do they use, because they come in different sizes. They come thick, small, whatever. And I really think Dr. Williams probably used a small one, because my incisions holes was really small. The ones on my back, especially my lower back, I really can't tell where they was at. Even when they was fresh, I really couldn't tell. Even when my sister was like putting the A&D ointment for me, she was like, where is that? Listen, Dr. Williams really like prestigiously look and make sure he don't put it in areas where it's visible. If it, like, I'm not gonna say visible because I have one here and I have one there, but I think he really, you know, like I be seeing some people who have one in the middle of their back. You know what I'm saying? Big in the middle of their back. And I be like, ugh. You know, and I did not have one in the middle of my back. I had one here, I had one here, I had one here, and 3 to the bottom. I had one in my navel area, which is like hello. You can't even tell because he chose the navel area. You know what I'm saying? I had one under my breast, which is really good because it's like under your breast, like not fully under your breast, but under there. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And then I had one real low, and I feel like the stick that he used, the size of the lipo rod he used is small, and he chose the small one for those reasons, so your scars don't be all big, or so your scars don't be, your lipo holes don't be so wide, you know. And I'm the type of person who have keloid skin. Like, can you guys see? Even when I heal, like I heal like that. And I had this since I was probably 8. I don't know, very long time, but that's how my cuts heal. So I was really concerned about scarring, and I know some of them going to turn into keloid, but I'm gonna just take care of it, and it is what it is. Sometimes you have scarring after surgery, you know, so I'm gonna just take care of it. But yeah, the first week you're burning, you're stinging, you're itchy, you know. The first week is the worst week, you know what I'm saying? And then I was getting my massages. My first week, I was getting my massages every other day. I was going on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And let me tell y'all, the first massage I got, the very, very first massage I got, they take a gentle on you because you fresh off the table. You know what I'm saying? They take a gentle on you, you know what I'm saying? But my thing was, I noticed that by me going every other day, about time, like I would go on Monday, skip Tuesday, I would go on Wednesday. And when I go on Wednesday, it felt as if I never got a massage, because missing that Tuesday made everything back like hard or whatever. It just tight and pulling and stinging, and I was so much in pain. I was in pain, you guys. I was in so much pain doing these massages. I cried, and I'm a person who have high tolerance. Like I told y'all, Percocet don't do nothing for me. I had to mix that with Tylenol. Like, I have a high tolerance, and I cried the massage. Sometimes I still want to cry. But and I was asking, I'm like, yo, why it hurt so much? Like, why? And the lady was like, you know what? You know, your first week, you should go every day. I said, my first week go every day. She was like, yes. She was like, your first week, maybe the first 2-3 weeks, she believed that a person should go every day because of these reasons. Your body is swollen, your body is tight, your body is stinging, your body is pulling, your body is burning. It needs those hands every day. And not you doing it the professional way. You know what I mean? The professional way every day. So I was like, you know what? You absolutely right. So what I did was my second week, I went Monday through Friday. And my third week, I went Monday through Friday. So my fourth week, I switched it back to every other day. And let me tell you something. That really, really helped. So this is just for me. Because Dr. Williams said you need about 15 massages. I'm thinking over the course of the healing process, period. But honestly, that's not true. You need way more than that, especially in the beginning. You need way more than that. And this is just me. So my suggestion would be your first 3 weeks or your first 2 weeks, 5 times a week. Your first 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how your body feels. I noticed on my second week, I still felt like I was fresh off the table. I still felt like I was fresh off the table when I'm taking vitamins. I'm taking vitamin C. I'm drinking water. I got the arnica, gel. I'm eating pineapples. I got my faja fitted. I wrap my faja. I'm compressing. I got boards. Like, I was doing everything. And I still felt so, you guys. So, you know your body. I knew my body, and I knew what my body needed. My body needed massages 5 times a week. So, the first week, I didn't know, like, my body was going to be doing all that, turning hard and all of that. You know what I mean? If had I known that was the experience, because people don't talk about that, and none of the videos that I watch. Had I known that was going to be the experience, I would have did 5 times a week the first week. Right? And like Dr. Williams, he said, 2 to 3 times a week. No. This is my suggestion. The first week, 5 times a week. The second week, 5 times a week. The third week, 5 times a week. Right? The fourth week, 3 times a week. The fifth week, 3 times a week. The sixth week, 3 times a week. And after the 6th week, whoever you go to, they should observe your body, look at your body, and let you know, okay, now you just need 1 time a week, or show you things that you can do at home. At the place I go to, after my 6th week, they're going to look at my body, examine my body, let me know XYZ. I like this place. So that will be my suggestion. And even after my 6 weeks, I'm going to start going maybe once or twice every week, starting on my 7th week post-op. That is what I'm doing for my body. And I have seen a drastic change in that. Okay, so let's get into the pain. Okay, so as I mentioned, you're going to have burning sensation. You're going to have burning sensation. You're going to have stinging sensation. Tightness, pulling sensation. Even, I'm on my 4th week, and even when I go like this, I can feel all of this pulling like a stinging pulling. But you know what? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to jump. You're going to have numbness. Let's get into that. Let's get into the friggin' numbness that nobody talks about. You be itchy and you trying to scratch and you can't get to it. And like my sides, my back turned back normal fast. I'm gonna say like going into my second week, my back was feeling a little bit back normal. But everything else, like in my stomach area, even my stomach area still feel a little weird, like I can't really scratch. And this is my 4th week. So you just feel weird, and that's just all your nerves healing and getting back together for your sensation to come back. Then you tender to touch. XOXO family. Loves. So tender. Even now, my 4th week. So tender. So tender. My ribs. So tender. So tender. You don't even want them fucking poking at it. You don't even want no one, nothing. So fucking tender. So tender. Oh my God. My sides, my love handle area. Oh my God. So fucking tender. So tender. And my massage therapist said, like the areas where it's really burning and tender and inflamed, that lets you know like how hard they was going on your body. And getting that fat out. And that would make sense because my lower stomach going around my love handles area is where I was holding that weight. And them things, my lower stomach and my sides, my sides going all the way to the back. Oh my God, y'all. Fucking fire. Fire. When I'm getting my massages, I be like, oh, fuck, why I did this. I be asking myself in my head, why the hell I did this? And then in my head, I be like, damn, I'm gonna knock this bitch out. Like I wanna knock her out. Like I wanna knock. I be so mad in my head, but my face be crying. Oh my God, y'all just don't understand. Like this recovery process is like, it's no joke, y'all. And getting the actual procedure, that was nothing. That was smooth sailing. But the recovery process and everything that comes after, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. 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 And you know what else? Like when people be getting the BBL with the Lipo360 or whatever, and they be so much in pain and whatever, you know it's not the BBL that have them in pain, it's the lipo. It's the Lipo360 that got them in pain. It's not the BBL. The BBL just have your hips and your butt tight and burning, you know, like that. But all that extra stinging and all that stuff, that's from that lipo. That's what I was told. I was like, damn. You know, because I kept saying like, damn, I ain't getting no BBL. I ain't getting no fat transfer. And they was like, baby, Lipo360 come first. Then BBL. You know what I'm saying? Then tummy tuck. Lipo360 is worse than fucking tummy tuck. The feeling is worse than the tummy tuck. Okay? It's worse. Yep, that's how that's the order it goes in. But anywho, let's get into a serum. As I was mentioning earlier, I didn't get to get my massage the next day after surgery because it was on a Sunday and everything was closed. That next day after surgery is crucial to get all that fluid out, drain it, push it out, push it out, push it out. It is crucial because that's gonna be the best day. That's gonna be the not the best day, but that's gonna be the most important day where you can actually really drain all those fluids out because your incisions are still open. And that's if you're dealing with a doctor who don't deal with drains, like Dr. William. He doesn't deal with drains. Okay? So I noticed in this area I had like a bulge. I'm like, what is this bulge? So when I went to my massage therapist, I showed her. She was like, oh, mommy, you have a seroma. You got to get it trained. It's no big deal. Get trained, get trained. So I called my doctor's office. I was like, listen, I just found out I had a seroma, blah, blah, blah. Girl, I just felt so icky. Like, damn, why I got to get a seroma? Like, why me? You know, I just felt so, So they was like, okay, mommy, come in, da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3. When I say 1, 2, 3, I mean 1, 2, 3. I walked in, signed in, they called my name, da, 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 and I'm out the door. I probably was not even there for like 20 minutes. Just like that. Train. And it was only just one syringe. Just one syringe. I think the syringe probably was like a 10 to 15 ml, and they just drained it out. It was nothing else. And they fold this gauze looking thing into like a triangle, and they tucked it there, and then they put my forehead and everything else back on. And they told me I need to compress that area more. And I need to get my forehead fitted because at that time my forehead wasn't fitted. But let me tell you, even when you get your forehead fitted, it's kind of difficult to get this area compressed, even when you get it fitted, right? So what I did was, I'm like, because even though I did get my forehead fitted, it's still, their whole thing is, if you could put your hand down in there, it's too big, right? So even when I got my forehead fitted or whatever, it's still hard to compress this particular area. So what I did was, when I had got my breast did, I brought a stabilizer band, and I remember that band. I was like, perfect. So I got the band and I put it in this area. I pull it around tight and I put it in that area, that particular area, to add more compression. And I felt like I put something there. I got a pose pad. I folded it and I tucked it there as well. And I put the band to add more compression to it. And they told me that the seroma might come back and I would have to get it drained. And I did notice it coming back, but then it like started to, I guess the tissue and everything started to build up. And I came back so they could check it, because I thought they would have to drain it, but they said no, it's they could feel the tissue coming and everything, but make sure that my massage therapist is really massaging that area, because them tissues and scar tissue want to build up together and turn into fibrosis, which is what's happening right here. So right now my massage therapist, when I go, she really tackled this area right here. She really tackled this area because it did build up hard, and this is the only hard area I have right here. So she really be tackling that area, trying to break up that scar tissue and that fibrosis in that area, and she really tried to get it every time I go, I mean. And when I'm home, like, since this is my 4th week and I'm going every other week, since this is my 4th week and I'm going every other day, the days that I don't go, I make sure I massage that area. I make sure I tackle that area. I do my little things. And let me tell you something. I find it to be so soothing to do the massages in the shower. For me, I don't know if it's a mental thing, but I could handle it, especially my sides. I could handle my sides. I could handle it more in the shower than I can outside the shower. So I really be going ham inside that shower, like handling it. And right here, you know. Okay. So that's what I wanted to say about that. So seromas, just make sure that you're compressing really well. And in the areas where even if you get your forehead fitted, you still won't be able to compress that well, buy a stabilized band or buy like one of these and wrap yourself with it. buy that for the seroma, because you're going to catch a seroma. Not everybody catches seroma, but it's possible that you're going to. But if to help not, just make sure you compressing those areas when you see those areas. And it makes sense because right here he had told me I had at the bottom of my stomach and everything, I had a lot of external fat. But here I had a lot of internal fat, where he did say he would not be able to get there, so I would have to work out for that, but he's going to get as much external fat that he can right here, so I don't have like a bulge look, which is what I did have. So I know he moved a lot of fat from right here, you know, and that left that hole where fluid come build up, because it's trying to figure out what's going on in this healing. You know, my body went through a whole major surgery. So I would say make sure you compress those areas. Like I said, I got a pose pad. I put it in that area. Like, you're going to see the areas. Like, you're going to know the areas. I know people get it here. I know they get it on their lower back area because it's hard to compress that area. And this another area. So what I do, the stabilizer band, I put it low on my waist and I make it tight, just to make sure I'm compressing that area. I'm gonna show y'all something. Like my back area, right here, you see the bowl, the boldness in the middle, like where my spine at. In the middle, like where my spine at, I still be feeling like stinging sensation. Yesterday I went for my massage and I was showing her the area on my back, because like my back all up here is okay. I just have a lot of pulling and soreness, and I know that pulling is the scar tissue. But my lower back, I still have stinging, like in my lower middle back area, I still have stinging. So I showed her the area that really be bothering me, and when she looked, she seen that I still had little fluid pockets. So I asked her, was it a fibrosis? She said, no, you just have a little bit of fluid pockets. So she really massaged that area. Got it. Did the wood thing. I'm screaming and about to tap out faint. So I was like, okay, you know what? When I get home, I got clean socks, brand new socks, never wore before. I got them together and I fold them up. You know how y'all get the socks and y'all fold them like that into a ball? I got 2 of them. And I put it in those areas where I still had a little bit of fluid pocket. And then I put my faja on, and then I wrap with this to make it even more tighter, to put that compression in that area. And I started that last night. And this morning when I woke up to take a when I woke up this morning to go take a shower and I remove everything, now when I look, I see that area is a little bit flat. So I'm going to say compression is very, very, very important. And you see, this is my 4th week and I'm still having a little bit of fluid pockets in my back area. But she checked here, she said all of this looked fine, just, sore and tender, and in my ribs, make sure y'all really let them tackle y'all ribs, because she said I have fibrosis in between my ribs a little bit, and due to the fact that my ribs are so tender and sensitive and hurt so much, I don't let them go as hard on my ribs. So I told them, when my skin stop being sensitive like this, tender like this, then I'll let y'all do what y'all need to do. But I can't handle that, So at home, I just do my little thing. Put my fingers in between each of my ribs. And even sometimes when I'm doing that and I feel a lump, I squeeze it and I push it low. And I could handle it when I'm doing it myself. But when they doing it, I don't know. Anywho, yeah, so I squeeze it and I push it. And you can feel it. You can feel it being pushed down as you're doing that. You can feel it. So that's that. So I put the socks in those areas to put more compression to push that fluid out. Drink more water. Water is very important. Drink more water, more water, more water, more water. I have like a 30 ml cup. I try to drink 3 to 4 of those a day of water. People could do more than that. Go ahead, do more than that. But I try to do that. So that's that.